Ahead of Warner Brothers releasing their biggest trailer yet, I want to say for the fact that this is the one I feel like mostly everybody in the world can unite and say, yeah, this is how you treat some characters with some respect. So Warner Brothers released their first trailer for the upcoming Looney Tunes film, The Day the Earth Blew Up, which a little bit of backstory on this. So after Space Jam and Nude Legacy came out, it was announced that we're doing two more Looney Tunes films. One would be Coyote vs. Acme, which up to this day is currently unknown whether or not the movie is or isn't getting released. And a second film that was going to be featuring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck in their own little solo film, which I feel like, okay, that's a creative idea because the fact that at the time, or should I say the current incarnation of the Looney Tunes cartoons, it's funny the fact that I said, okay, this is some weird stretch and style animation. Not that they were going to do something like Teen Titans, but that series actually reverted back to classic Looney Tunes up to the fact where I can watch it, still laugh, and then I'm like, oh, there's some adult and oh, I didn't expect you to do something like this in a kids show. It's been years since the incarnation, and they announced a movie with those same designs. And I said, okay, that's going to be something interesting seeing something like that on the big screen. And since the last time they did an animated film like that was Teen Titans Go to the Movies, with that stellar animation with the smoothness and texture, I said, there's no doubt they can actually pull this on the big screen. And for a couple years, it's been incognito due to Warner Brothers' current CEO, David Zaslav, messing up everything from DC, a couple movies going from tax write offs like Scoob, and destroying a whole universe in itself. Yeah, I don't even know what was the big deal with that guy canceling some of these projects where I'm like, everybody loves the Looney Tunes universally, and the fact that the Looney Tunes are Warner Brothers' most iconic characters, and they're when you think Warner Brothers, you see the Looney Tunes always front and center, Bugs Bunny always eating the carrot and the logo. They stopped doing that, and they said, you know what, we're not doing Looney Tunes stuff anymore. And I said, yeah, Disney has more respect for Mickey Mouse than these guys do. But that all changed. Warner Brothers actually is releasing this film in February, and we got our first little teaser, so let's take a look at the madness.
For generations, you laughed with them, you cried with them, and watched them grow. In 2025, they're coming to the big screen like never before.
Daffy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this weird humor they're doing.
I barely even know
Yeah,
you. You're not afraid of
still
nothing.
more of that weirdness.
What? Here's the script. Catch up on your own time. We have to act fast, and there's only one person that can do the job. Daffy Duck. Daffy?
Oh no, not the
no,
duck! The duck?
That's
Yeah,
right. The duck.
no respect for this
Kidding.
man.
Who greenlit this garbage?
Who's there? Get it off me! Get it off me! Get it off me! Get it off me! Oh, is it over?
For a small teaser, I kind of like that it got straight to the point, and especially with some of the visuals and jokes that they're really going for this. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me with this Looney Tunes cartoons adaptation, but that's the one where I feel like they went a little bit extreme with some of the violence. Like I know with Looney Tunes, you see them throw hammers at each other, dynamite, shoot people, but then again, it's like okay, we see with cartoony effect, but this one actually goes further, where it's like, oh, you're doing squash and stretch, almost like in a Ren and Stimpy style animation. Nonetheless, it still makes me laugh, and it's funny enough that Daffy and Porky. I remember like in the earlier cartoons that they were like, "Oh, Porky's hunting Daffy," and it's always going to be like, "Oh, Daffy's going to be the foil to Porky." But then in most recent adaptations, like the Looney Tunes show, they were best friends and neighbors. And seeing as how in this show they paired him and Porky together, where I feel like, okay, I feel like they got this little team dynamic down. I know everybody likes Bugs, but then again, I feel like Daffy's a little bit underrated because I remember early on he used to be like at least a bit comedic than Bugs, but then later along the line they said, "Oh, Bugs Bunny's more popular," and they made Daffy to be like his enemy to Bugs. Other than that, this trailer was a little bit fun, and it's funny enough that we're actually getting this in February, which I feel like okay, the movie was already done. I feel like they would have released it a little bit earlier around Christmas since okay, the movie's done, and with being Looney Tunes, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Looney Tunes movies in theaters? I gotta go see it." But still, the movie's like 2 months away, and it's coming up my birthday week, so I know what I'm doing that time. And hopefully, if this movie does well, and I feel like it will, it could tell Warner Brothers, yeah, this is how you do property characters that we own, and it's almost like with the success of one Looney Tunes movie, could it be that you could at least release another one that we have, I don't know, somewhere in the vault with Batgirl and Scoob Holiday Hunt? That's just me speculating, but who knows? Success could mean one thing, and hopefully that could be one thing to bring Looney Tunes and get that one unreleased movie out there. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. All my social media down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.